and we are doing additional mathematics. Additional mathematics for those who are doing IGCSE, which have name is simultaneous and quadratic, and we did did exercise 2.1. We have done all parts, all questions from exercise 2.1, question number 1 to question number 26. Now today we are going to start exercise 2.2, and the topic of this exercise you can see on the screen. The topic is maximum and minimum values of a quadratic function. Now I am reading this para. The general equation of a quadratic function is fx is equals to ax square plus bx plus c. This is the standard form of quadratic equation. Actually, quadratic means the highest power is 2. So, if the highest power of the variable in the given equation is 2, then the equation is called a quadratic equation and the function is called a quadratic function. As you can see, ax square plus bx plus c. So in this function, the highest power of x is 2. Therefore, we call this equation is a quadratic equation, where a, b and c are constants and a cannot equals to 0. Because if a is 0, then 0 multiplied by x square is 0. So the equation is no more quadratic if a is 0. Therefore, in order to keep or in order to preserve the function is quadratic, a cannot equals to 0. And whenever we plot the graph of quadratic function, any quadratic function, we call this graph of a quadratic function is a parabola. So please keep in mind the name of the graph of a quadratic function is called a parabola. You can see in blue color, the word parabola. The orientation of the parabola depends on the value of a, the coefficient of x square. What does it mean if the coefficient of x square is positive, that is greater than 0? You can see in blue curve in the screen. So if a is positive, that is the coefficient of x square is positive, then the curve has a minimum point which occurs at the lowest point of the curve. So if a is positive, then the curve has a minimum point. Similarly, see next graph in blue curve. If a is less than 0, it means if the coefficient of x square is negative, because anything which is less than 0 is always negative. If the coefficient of x square is negative, the curve has a maximum point which occurs at the highest point of the curve. So 2 points, one is minimum and one is maximum in each parabola. Okay, the maximum and minimum points can also be called turning points or stationary points. So there is another name of minimum and maximum point is turning point, or you can call stationary points. Every parabola has a line of symmetry that passes through the maximum or minimum point. This line is very important line. This line will help when we start question number 1, exercise 2.2. I am reading again the last line. You can see every parabola has a line of symmetry that passes through the maximum or minimum point. Line of symmetry means the line divide the parabola equally, half on right hand side and half on left hand side, and the line of symmetry is always passes through the maximum or minimum point. So from this concept we are able to start exercise 2.1. Let's have a look question number 1, exercise 2.2. So this is exercise 2.2. Question number 1. Use the symmetry of each quadratic function to find the maximum or minimum points. So with the help of symmetry, we have to find the maximum or minimum points and also sketch the graph showing all axis crossing points. So let's start question number 1, part A. So I'm going to start part A. Part A is y is equals to x square minus 5x minus 6. Student, in each and every part, first we have to find the axis crossing points. What are axis crossing points? You can see in the question, this is the line, axis crossing points. What does it mean? Axis crossing points means follow the steps. First, put x is equals to 0. Put x is equals to 0. So y is equals to, put 0 square, 0 square is 0, minus 5 into x, x is 0, therefore 5 into 0 is 0, and minus 6. So 0 minus 0 minus 6 is minus 6. So first axis crossing points, actually axis crossing point means passing from the x-axis and y-axis. So first axis crossing point is when x is 0, then y is minus 6. Now we have to find the other axis crossing points by putting y is equals to 0. So put y is equals to 0. So 0 is equals to, in the above equation, 0 is equals to x square minus 5x minus 6. Now, this is a quadratic equation, and how to solve the quadratic equation? By applying any method, middle term break method, or completing square or quadratic formula. So it depends on you, your concept. If your concepts are strong to solve the quadratic equation with the help of quadratic formula, then go ahead. But I prefer always, if the equation is factorized, then I will go for factorization. So this equation can easily be factorized by 6 ones are 6. I'm applying middle term break method. X square minus 6x plus 1x minus 6 is equals to 0. Take first two factors, last two factors, take x is common. X minus 6 plus take 1 is common. X minus 6 is equals to 0. X minus 6, x plus 1 is equals to 0. This implies that x minus 6 is equals to 0. X plus 1 is equals to 0. This implies that x is equals to 6, x is equals to minus 1. Now we have find all axis crossing points. So when x is 6, then y is 0. Second, when x is minus 1, then y is 0. And we have already find this one, first axis crossing points. When x is 0, y is minus 6. So students, in each and every question, in each and every part, first we have to find the axis crossing points. Axis crossing points means that is passing from the x-axis and y-axis. So in each and every part, you always find three coordinates, just like we find in part A, 6 0 minus 1 0 and 0 minus 6. The second step is we have to draw a line of symmetry. How to draw a line of symmetry? See carefully. First we have to draw x-axis and y-axis. because there is less positive value of y and more negative value of y. So I left less margin on y-axis and more margin on negative y-axis. So this is x negative, this is x positive, sorry, not negative. This is y negative. Now plot, we can take 1 square is 1. So this is 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And minus 1, minus 2. And now take on y-axis, 1 square is 2. 4 minus 2 minus 4 minus 6 minus 8 minus 10 minus 12 and minus 14. Sorry, not 4, minus 14. Now plot all the points. So first point is 6 0. Where 6 0? This one. The second point is minus 1 0. Where is minus 1 0? This one. And the third point is 0 minus 6. This is 0 minus 6. So these are 3 points. Now after show all 3 points, all 3 axis crossing points on the graph paper, we have to draw the line of symmetry. How we can draw the line of symmetry? It's very easy. Focus both the points on x-axis like this. I am focusing this point, minus 1 0. I am writing over here minus 1 0 and 6 0. Find the midpoints of both the points, or you can just count all the squares like this: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So what is the midpoint of 7 squares? 7 upon 2. I repeat again, count all the squares from one cross to another cross, just like I am crossing this. These are 6 square and this is 1. So 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 upon 2 is 3.5. So at 3.5, we have to draw the mirror line. But this 3.5 doesn't means the value of 3.5. These are the squares. 3.5 you have. So I'm counting from this: 1 2 3. So this is this 2.5 of symmetry, the line of symmetry, the line of symmetry, line of symmetry, line of symmetry. So this is our line of symmetry. Now the next step is this value on x-axis 2.5. We have to put x is equals to 2.5 in y square means in our question y square is equals to y is equals to x square minus 5x minus 6. So put y is equals to x square 2.5 square minus 5 into 2.5 minus 6. If you calculate this value 2.5 square minus 5 into 2.5 minus 6 with the help of calculator, you will get minus 12.25. You can check. Okay, so the point 2.5 and minus 12.25. So this is the point which passes through the line of symmetry. Now this is 2.5 and where minus 12.25, see on y-axis minus 12, this is minus 13. Obviously this point is minus 12.25. So this point. Okay, so this is the point. Now join all the points without the help of a scale, just freehand. Okay, then you will see the smooth curve, a parabola. So this is not the 100% smooth parabola because I am using a digital board. But when you use pencil and by freehand, then you can flip your paper, your graph paper or your simple paper. But I am unable to flip. But the main theme is we have draw the graph of the given function. Clearly, this point, the last point, this one where the value of x is 2.5 and the value of y is minus 12.25 is the lowest point. Lowest point, or you can call it the minimum point. So I am writing over here this minimum point. So these are the steps, students. Very easy questions. Just focus on each and every point. Finally, we have to write the answer. First, we have to write the minimum point. We call it MIN. The minimum point is 2.5 and minus 12.25. And the next step is axis crossing points. Axis crossing points are 60, minus 10, and 0 minus 6. So this is a question where we have find the minimum point with the help of line of symmetry. But please keep in mind my drawing is not showing very good, or you can say my graph is not a very smooth, just like this. I want to show you in a book. See this, there is no wave in the curve. So kindly whenever you draw the curve should be smooth. Okay, now moving towards part B. Part B is y is equals to x square minus x minus 20. So same work is required just like we did in part A. First we have to put x is equals to 0, then y is equals to 0 square is 0 minus 20 is equals to minus 20. The second step is to put y is equals to 0. So the equations become 0 is equals to x square minus x minus 20. Factorize this, x square minus 5x plus 4x minus 20. First two taking x common, x minus 5. Last two taking 4 is common, x minus 5 is equals to 0. Then x minus 5 and x plus 4 is equals to 0. This implies that x minus 5 is equals to 0, x plus 4 is equals to 0. This implies that x is equals to 5 and x is 2 minus 4. So we have three axis crossing points. First is we have find x is 0, y is minus 20. Second, when x is 5, then y is 0. And third, when x is minus 4, then y is 0. So this is the first step. Minus 4, 0, 0 minus 20, and 5, 0. These are the axis crossing points. After this, plot these points on the graph paper. So this is x-axis, positive x-axis, positive y-axis, negative x-axis, and negative y-axis. So first point is 0 minus 20. So this is 0 and minus 20. If I take 4, 8, 12, 14 and 20, or okay, I'm taking 1 square is 4. So minus 4, minus 8, minus 12, minus 16, and minus 20. And on x-axis, I am taking 1 square is 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. So first point is 0 minus 20. X0, y minus 20. This is the first point. The second point is 5 comma 0. So this is the second point. 5, 0. And the third point is minus 4 comma 0. This is minus 4 comma 0. Now what is the next step? Same, just like part A, we have to count all the squares from both crosses on x-axis. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So total 9 squares. Total 9 squares. Find the midpoint of 9 squares. So 9 upon 2 is equals to 4.5 squares. So count 4.5 squares from any ends, right hand or left hand. So I am counting from left hand side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is 4.5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is the 4.5. This one, this point. Okay. So I am drawing a line on this 4.5 square position. And what is the value of x at this 4.5 position? The value of x, you can read 0.5. Okay. So now put this value of x 0.5 in question part B. X square minus x minus 20, y is equals to 0.5 square minus 0.5 minus 20. Calculate. If you calculate with the help of calculator, you will get minus 20.25. So the coordinate is when x is 0.5, then y is minus 20.25. And now plot this point on the graph. 0.5, and this is minus 24. So where should be minus 20.25? Just below minus 20. Okay, like this point. So this is the point I am making cross on this point. Okay, so start to draw, join all the points. So this is our graph. Not, again I am saying that not a very smooth graph, but you are successful to find the theme of the graph. So this line, just this dotted line, is the line axis of symmetry, or you can say lines of symmetry. Now the final step is this point, where the value of x is 0.5 and the value of y is minus 20.25, clearly a minimum point, because this point is lowest. Finally, write the answers. First we have to write minimum or maximum point. This time point is minimum 0.5 and minus 20.25, and axis crossing points are 0 minus 20, 5 comma 0 and minus 4 comma 0. This is our final answer. Hope you completely understand part B. Now we are moving towards part C. What is part C? Y is equals to x square plus 4x minus 21. Now first find the axis crossing points by putting first step is x is equals to 0, then y is equals to 0 square plus 4 into 0 minus 21, then y is equals to 0 square is 0, 4 into 0 is 0, therefore the only answer is minus 21. Next put y is equals to 0. So 0 is equals to x square plus 4x minus 21. Factorize this. 21 1 the 21, so x square plus 7x minus 3x minus 21 is equals to 0. Taking x is common, x plus 7 minus 3 is common, x plus 7 is equals to 0. So x plus 7, x minus 3 is equals to 0. X is equals to minus 7 and x is equal to 3 is the answer. Now write down all axis crossing points. So first point we have find when x is 0, y is minus 21, comma. When x is minus 7, y is 0, comma. When x is 3, y is 0. So these are three axis crossing points. What is the next step? The next step is to draw x and y axis and plot all these points. So this is our x-axis, this is our y-axis, sorry, this is our y-axis, this is negative x, and this is negative y. So 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7. And on y-axis, I am taking 3 square is 1. So this is minus 3, minus 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. Okay, now plot 0 minus 21. So this is the point minus 21. The second one is minus 70. This is minus 7 comma 0. The third one is 30. So this is 3 comma 0. This is minus 7 comma 0. And the last one below 0 minus 21. Okay. Now it's a time to draw the line of symmetry. What are the steps? Count all the squares between crosses on x-axis. So this is 3 and this is 7. Total 10 squares. Total 10 squares. And mid of 10 obviously 2. Sorry, 5 squares. Divide by 2. So count 5 squares from any side on x-axis. I am counting from right hand side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is our line of symmetry at x is equals to minus 2. Line passes through x is equals to minus 2. This is our line of symmetry. So this is our line of symmetry at x is equals to minus 2. So put this value x is equals to minus 2 in y is equals to x square plus 4x minus 20. So y is equals to x square, x is minus 2 square plus 4 into minus 2 minus 20. So y is equals to, with the help of calculator, you will find the value of y is minus 25. You can check minus 25. So our value, maximum or minimum, we can see in the graph. When x is minus 2, then y is minus 25. So where is minus x is equals to minus 2? Obviously passing through the line of symmetry. And where is minus 25? Just below minus 24 on y-axis. This one. This one. So this point is our lowest point or minimum point. Join all these 4 points. Very bad graph. I don't like this. I will draw at least this line again. I know you understand the theme of the question, but I at least I want to draw this line again. Not a good graph, but please keep in mind I have no pencil and copy. At least I am joining this. This is not the very good curve. Okay, so I left it for you. This is 0 and minus 25. But please, your graph should be as smooth as possible. Okay, now finally, this is obviously lowest point, so we call it a minimum point. So minimum point is x is 0, y is minus 25, and axis crossing points obviously first is minus 70, then 30, and 0 minus 21. So this is our final answer. Okay, students. Now moving towards part D. So part D is y is equals to x square plus 3x minus 28. Again, follow same steps. X is equals to 0. Put x is equals to 0, then y is equals to 0 square plus 3 into 0 minus 28. Y is equals to minus 28. So we achieve first point of axis crossing points. Now put y is equals to 0. So 0 is equals to x square plus 3x minus 28. Factorize this by using middle term break method. 4, not 4, 7x, because 7 4s are 28. So taking x is common, x plus 7, taking minus 4 is common, x plus 7 is equals to 0. So x plus 7, x minus 4 is equals to 0. X plus 7 is equals to 0. X minus 4 is equals to 0. So x is equals to minus 7. X is equals to 4. Now write all axis crossing points. The first one is when x is 0, then y is minus 28. You can see. The second one is when x is minus 7, then y is 0. And third one is when x is 4, then y is 0. So there are three axis crossing points: 0 minus 28, minus 70, and 40. The next is to plot on the graph paper. Now plot the points. So this is first 0 minus 28. So if I take minus 5 minus 10, I am taking 1 square is minus 5, minus 15, minus 20, minus 25, and minus 30 and minus 35. On x-axis, I am taking 1 square is 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Similarly, negative minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7. So first point is 0 minus 28. So where is minus 28? Just above minus 30. So this is the point. This is first crossing point at minus 20, 0 minus 28. The second one is minus 70. This one. And the third one is 40. This one. Now the next step is to draw the line of symmetry by counting all the squares between crosses on x-axis. So 4 plus 7 is 11. 11 squares. Mid of 11 squares are 5.5 squares. So this is the position where we have to draw the line of symmetry, 5.5 squares. So count 5.5 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the point 5.5 where we have to draw the line of symmetry. So this is our line of symmetry. The value of x where line of symmetry passes through is x is equals to minus 1.5. So put x is equals to minus 1.5 in the given question. Question is y is equals to x square plus 3x minus 28. So y is equals to minus 1.5 square plus 3 into minus 1.5 minus 28. So with the help of calculator, if you find this value minus 1.5 square plus 3 into minus 1.5 minus 28, you will find the value is minus 30.25. So this is another point. Obviously, the lowest point or the minimum point of the curve. Minus 1.5 and 30 minus 30.25. So where is minus 30.25? Obviously just below minus 30. I am saying like this. This one. So I am making cross on that point. Now join all these 4 points to get the parabola, to get the curve. So as compared to part C, part D curve is more good. So this is the point, the lowest point is minus 1.5, minimum point I am writing, minimum point minus 1.5 and minus 30.25. Okay, so this is the minimum point. Now write all the answers. Minimum point occurs at minus 1.5 and minus 30.25, and excess crossing points are minus 7 comma 0, 4 comma 0 and 0 comma minus 28. So this is our final answer. Hope you understand this part. Very interesting part. Very easy as well. Now moving towards part E. What is part E? Y is equals to x square plus 4x plus 1. The first step is to put x is equals to 0. So y is equals to 0 square plus 4 into 0 plus 1. So 0 square is 0 plus 4 into 0 is 0. So plus the value of y is 1. The next step is to put y is equals to 0. Put y is equals to 0. We will get 0 is equals to x square plus 4x plus 1. Student, this equation is quadratic equation, but this equation cannot be factorized because there are no two numbers which have a multiple is 1 and which have addition or subtraction is 4. So we will go to quadratic formula. What is quadratic formula? X is equals to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac root over 2a. What is a? A is 1. What is b? B is 4. What is c? C is 1. Now put all the values a, b, c in the above formula. So x is equals to minus 4 plus minus 4 square minus 4ac, a and c are 1, root upon 2 1. Now x is equals to minus 4 plus minus 4 square is 16, 4 ones are 4, 4 ones are 4 upon 2 ones are 2. Next simplify it. So x is equals to minus 4 plus minus 16 minus 4 is 12 upon 2. X is equals to minus 4 plus minus 12 is just like 4 into 3 upon 2. X is equals to minus 4 plus minus. What is the square root of 4? 2 root 3 upon 2. X is equals to, taking 2 is common, it will be minus 2 plus minus root 3 upon 2. This 2 cancel by this 2. So x is equals to minus 2 plus minus root 3. This implies that two values of x has arrived. One is x is equals to minus 2 x is equals to minus 2 plus root 3 and other is minus 2 minus root 3. Now write all the axis crossing points. The first point is when x is 0, then y is 1. The second point is when x is minus 2 plus root 3, then y is 0. And the third one is minus 2 minus root 3, then y is 0. Now plot these points on the graph paper. But before I plot this point, first I want to give this value minus 2 plus root 3 in decimal form. The answer is minus 0.267. So I am writing over here minus 0.3. Sorry, this is not. So minus 0.3 comma 0. So instead of writing minus 2 plus root 3, minus 0.3 is more comfortable. Minus 2 minus. So this is minus 3.7 comma 0. Now draw x and y axis. So these are our x and y axis. This is x, this is y, this is negative x, and this is negative y, and this point is origin. I am taking one square, one on each axis. So this is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Or if I take minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, I am taking 2 square is 1. So this is minus 1, this is minus 2, this is minus 3, and this is minus 4. And similarly, I am taking 2 square is 1 on y axis as well. 1, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and minus 4. Now plot the points. This is minus 0.3 and 0. So this is minus 0.5. Obviously before minus 0.5 the one is minus 3. So this is the first point. and this is 0 1, so this is 0 1, and minus 3.7, so minus 3.5 minus 3.7 is just like this. So these are 3 points. Now find the midpoints of all the squares. If we find the midpoint of minus 3 0 and minus 3.7 comma 0, then you can see minus 0.3 minus 3.7 upon 2 and 0 plus 0 upon 2 is 0. I am using midpoint formula because this time we have decimals. So 0.3 minus 0.37 is minus 4 upon 2 0, minus 4 upon 2 is minus 2 0. So this is this point minus 2 where we have to draw the line of symmetry. I am rubbing this because this work is not required. This time I didn't count squares because it is difficult to count square in decimal form, but I take just directly the midpoint. So I am going to draw the line of symmetry. This is our line of symmetry. Now this value of x-axis, put x is equals to minus 2. This is the line of symmetry. The value of x is minus 2 in the given equation of curve. The equation of curve is y is equals to x square plus 4x plus 1. So y is equals to minus 2 square plus 4 into minus 2 plus 1. Use calculator. The value of y you will get minus 3. So when x is minus 2, then y is minus 3. When x is minus 2, then y is minus 3 is this point. Now join all 4 points. Now join these points, then I will rub that line and what's happening? Oh, wait.